fellas?
Not shit.
Hello.
How the fuck are you?
Good, man.
Hmm.
I want to start off by saying that anybody that listens to this later, this probably isn't actually going to be a Michigan Homebrew Festival beer planning show. It's more of a drinking and maybe talking about what we want to brew for MHF for like 10 minutes, and then Jason and I were just talking about kind of drinking and bullshitting for a night, and it sounded like fun. It sounded relaxing, so we will be talking about plenty of brewing stuff, I'm sure. But this is our chill show, and Jordan will be on at some point, I believe. I meant to change that, so Jason just added like a little nickname to his
Fucking
to his name. Mine says Yeastbeard Shepherd of the Hops, which is like what a couple. It's what my bowling team has me as in our like bowling team chat.
actually, this is better.
And I didn't change that. You weren't on the water show, Jason.
No.
That David and Jordan and I did. I had this was David had a water background, so we all did water backgrounds for the show. So that was
Nice.
this was mine. Got to do the RO water, right?
No, I actually tried to listen to some of that, but the internet was really kind of shitty where I was at in the UP, and I was drunk. So
Good. I saw you check in. We good. Let's start off the old traditional. What's everybody drinking?
Oh.
guess first, Brandon. What do you got?
Well, right before logging on here, I finished this, thanks to Bill.
If I had something.
Sunshine Daydream, their
Okay.
session IPA. And then just as we were getting ready, I cracked the Groovy Juice.
Groovy Juice.
Juice.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I almost changed my title to Laugh Emoji, but I decided against it.
Haha.
Sorry.
Right on. I'm cracking in, and I think this is the only thing I'll be drinking tonight. Is just I've got a couple of 4-packs of Seeds Brewing Castleberg. We went to Seeds last weekend for Brian's belated birthday beer trip,
Yeah.
and I managed to work my way through. I think 3/4 of the.
I think it was.
I was trying, and I can't say I had anything on there that wasn't just flat amazing.
It was super good, and that Castleberg is good, but like everything that they had on tap was like even better. Like it was a great little place.
Yeah, this week it's my new favorite brewery in Michigan. I wish it was closer. I wish I had bought more. Whatever. I'm going back down there. It was amazing. Have you been, Brandon?
Yes, only once, but it was like 1 year or 2 years ago. It was a little bit ago, at least a year ago, anyways.
Right on. It's fantastic. I mean, it was just a ton of German style lagers. They had several side pour taps. I even think I saw a beer engine, but I don't know if I saw anything on that. Can't say it enough. It's just fantastic beer. So, what are you drinking, Brian?
I got a double IPA in the old Michigan Brews glass here.
Is that the glass from the?
It's the glass from the intro. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. One of a kind.
We went through like a pitcher or two of beer, getting Jordan to like pour that and get that shot, and then we kept like dumping out Dane's beer. It was fun. We were like filling a bottle and then repouring it into the glass.
We left him a hefty tip for it, I think. So.
Right on.
We had a whole
So
show up in there. Oh, go
I
ahead.
didn't notice that you had named the show Michigan Homebrew Festival Beer Planning. So I do feel like we have to plan a beer now. The real kind of point to this show is just to get online and bullshit, because it's been a while for me, and it's been a while since we've done kind of a just hang out and chat episode.
Mm-hmm.
But
Which
on
is
the
good.
festival beer planning topic, Did you guys talk about your pre-prohibition lager?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So what was the comp again? God, I'm fucking up.
it was uh it was the um oh my god, I knew it until you said it.
I
Because I
love it.
almost wanted to say boss challenge, but I know it wasn't that. It had a B in it.
Yeah.
And I knew
Anyway,
because I was so happy. Oh
what
my
he
god.
can't remember is, and if you're on his social media, you've seen Brian got a scored a 50 with a pre-prohibition lager um,
Brouhaha, Great Northern
at
Brouhaha.
Brouhaha, and
Aha.
and it was judged by a very high ranked like GM10 Grandmaster BJCP judge. It was scored a 50, and for Beer Fest, I think we've agreed that if he doesn't bring it to Beer Fest and put it on tap, then we're kicking him out of the club. So,
That's fair.
Matt Mead's
so
in chat. Thank you, Shayna. Yeah, Shayna. Shayna got it before I did, I think.
because Shayna is smarter than
Yeah. She absolutely is.
you.
Matt Mead's in the Instagram chat from Philly.
Ooh.
Oh, we can't see that.
He says hi.
Hi, Matt. Congrats on your
Hello.
uh, Pro-Am brewing with Gravel Bottom.
And he placed in
Ooh.
Glint Cap this year
Yeah.
for the first year with two things, a gold and a silver. So
Very
not
nice.
not just getting a medal because of your score, like actually
Getting one of the places.
placing. Yeah. So
That's
Cool.
that's sexy. So yeah, we're gonna have a 50-point pre-pro on at Homebrew Fest.
maybe if I brew it,
Not a
if I
maybe.
don't fuck it up.
If you don't show up.
Yeah.
That's all. It's that simple. Yeah, I'm hoping to make some beer for Beer Fest. We're gonna get together this weekend and brew at Tim's house, and I'm gonna brew my first fest beer, which will ultimately wind up on tap at Homebrew Fest. I'm pretty sure.
Have you brewed an Oktoberfest before, or like
No,
why are you shaking your head? Why you?
it had pumpkin in it.
Oh.
It started out, I think, as a Meritzen recipe, but
Fair. So when I was first getting into beer, like just transitioning from like Smirnoff Ice into like Killian's Irish Red, sort of thing, or like Blue Moon and stuff like that. Somebody gave me a I think it was Hacker Shores Oktoberfest, and it was around the same time that pumpkin beers were coming out too, and I thought that those were both pumpkin beers, and I almost 100% definitely know that I told people like that there was like oh yeah, really mild like pumpkin flavor in this Hacker Shore or something like that. Like I am almost positive that happened, because I thought Oktoberfest beers were like pumpkin beers. I don't know, like
no,
I've come a long way, baby.
it's understandable. I mean, for years I thought Oktoberfest were bright orange malty bombs, like Bell's, and not saying that Bell's is bad, but it was my favorite Oktoberfest for a long time. But I thought they were like this deep, orangey, amber, heavily malted, sweet. Maybe not. I didn't think there was pumpkin in it, but I thought they were all that style. And then to learn in reality, in Germany, they're quite often a very light, crushable, refreshing lager.
They don't have caramel malt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was always so sad when they went away, because I really liked those beers, and I only just 8 years ago discovered why I like those beers so much, and it wasn't because they had pumpkin in them. So
Nice. Should have saved the pumpkin beer talk for when Jordan pops in. But
oh god, yeah.
I challenge you to make a pumpkin beer now. A pumpkin medicine.
pumpkin beer. It did well. It won. It won a couple of gold medals for spice, herb, and veg, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
that
like
was a
beer
good
cup and
beer.
stuff.
What's that?
At like beer cup, like State Fair sort of thing.
Yeah,
Or...
State Fair beer cup. Actually, no, I think it got. Well, I mean, I know it got those two, but I also think I did get a one of the ribbons that I have from NHC first round was for my pumpkin beer.
Huh, nice.
Yeah.
I got 8 things in NHC this year, so I'll be happy if 2 make it through. You know, in our presentation, Jason, when we talk about competitions and we talk about like if you're medaling with like a third of your entries, then you're doing like super super good.
Like yeah.
Like that is like
Lightning.
baseline for awesome. Yeah, I hope to get about 2. So we'll see.
What's your ratio for the year then?
41%. I know that because I'm keeping track of a spreadsheet.
I know you are.
Have I showed you guys my spreadsheet before?
I've heard of it. I don't know if I've viewed it, but I've heard of it.
I don't think there's anything weird or confidential. I can show it here. The only thing it doesn't track is money because I don't want to see that.
You don't want to see the second mortgage you took out to enter NHC?
I wonder if I can show it here. Let's see. Share screen. Can I just share? Oh, I can. I think I can.
That's something I should do is put a spreadsheet, but I don't know. I've been doing less and less competition, so it would be less data.
So I don't know if I can. I probably can't zoom in on this super well. Maybe I can. I don't know. It's a Google sheet, so it's there we go. So yeah, I have all the comps that I've entered, the entry names over here on the left hand side, date to ship when they're due, when the awards are, and as the awards, like I just have like some filters on here that when the awards get closer, it gets a darker and a darker color.
Nice.
Like I have to turn in Celebrity Deathmatch soon, so it's anger color at me. And those all go gray if I mark it as shipped. What's that?
Or 102 entries so far this year.
So yeah, 102 entered, 33 comps, 20 unique entries, 55 entries have been judged so far. My average score for the year is 36.3.
Nice.
6 bronzes, 6 silvers, 11 golds. At the beginning of the year, my average for silver was actually a higher score than my average for gold, which was kind of funny. It's since sort of like, there's a pretty even point difference now between what a bronze, a silver, and a gold, score. And then just my entries and the minimum they scored and the high score and the average and the percent they've medaled. My best beer so far was that freaking Scottish Heavy at the beginning of the year. I threw it into 7 competitions and it medaled in 5 of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, it's cool tracking. I don't know that I'll ever desire to get into that many comps in a year, but I'm just really trying my best to get back into one this year.
It's fun. I don't know. It
is
like watching the spreadsheet sort of populate itself and stuff is kind of addicting.
Brandon, for a minute earlier this year, you were ranked up there somewhere high in the circuit too. I mean, you haven't had a shabby year either.
Oh, it hasn't been bad. I'd say percentage wise. I mean, I'm just looking in my head. I probably have a high medaling rate, but that's only because I haven't done too many big competitions this year. That's the first thing I'd say, like any hefty ones. But I was ranked high up right away because I think I got heavy metal in like the first competition that was the first one on the circuit. So so like it's at least started off with a bang, and then I pretty much have only entered I think two or three competitions since then, and then have like a couple pending. So like I'll take it.
The details don't matter. You got like a 4-banger at the beginning of the year. That's fucking amazing.
I mean, start off heavy, and then you can slack. But I mean, I knew that it was just going to be for a minute, but I'll take it while it's there.
Right on.
I mean, he doesn't quite qualify yet, just because there's a minimum amount of categories to enter and competitions to enter. But Matt Harold is like second on the Midwest Homebrew of the Year circuits right now, and it's because he's medaled with like 3 of his 4 entries total. So
Heck yeah.
there's something to say for quality over quantity.
Right on. I need to share a picture real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't entered anything yet this year. I have started brewing again. I brewed, I think, 4 times so far this year, which is 3 times more than I brewed last year.
It's a fair bit.
Yeah, it's gonna get there. And then I am right now. I'm really hoping that I'm still hoping to get some entries into Beer Cup and Michigan State Fair. Do you know, has State Fair opened yet?
No.
Yes.
Yes. No? Wait, you're probably right because I'm not the person to ask this year actually.
Mm-hmm.
They're due 7-1.
Yeah, it's on my spreadsheet, so I believe they're.
Yes, it opened April 1st, so yes, it did. It's just one of those ones that there's a long time in between, so I forgot.
Yeah. I am going to see if I can get into Deathmatch. I've got to, try. We talked about this, but I've got some fruit beers that I can try and see if I can fit into Deathmatch. But I really would like to get into Deathmatch this year because I helped. Let's just do this. I helped create the new Celebrity Deathmatch medals.
Oh my god,
they're cool looking.
And they are cool looking. I can't get the goddamn screen share. Here it is. Here they are. All right. So, other than my friends group, this is the first official peek at the official Celebrity Deathmatch medals. So, if you are in Keepers, Club, AABG, Livingston, Sons of Liberty.
So cool. Oh my god, I want one so bad.
Cass River, and I can't remember what else. But anyway, there's 6 clubs in Michigan that participate in Celebrity Deathmatch. You do have to be a paid member to enter, and I think you can still enter today. The judging takes place on June 1st. Mm-hmm. The 3 of us are going to go judge with Tim Wickland from Keepers. But yeah, these are some cool medals. They're hefty. I think they came out really nice. The letters have some good depth to them.
Yeah, it looks like it. Dang.
Yeah,
those are cool. So, you have till the 25th. Wait,
25th.
dates for entry registration May 15th. Actually, no, you're hit.
Oh, boo.
Oh, May 15th.
If I'm looking at that right, yeah.
Oh well.
No more entries
next year. I bought enough medals to get us through 4 years, I think.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch medals are coming out.
Those look sweet. Definitely want one. I'm not going to say what I have entered into Deathmatch.
No.
But.
Yeah.
3 golds, obviously, but that's it.
Deathmatch is a really hard competition because there's only 5 categories, 6 categories?
5.
Something like that. 5 categories, 5 tables out of 150 entries. So, I mean, that's hard. What's up, man?
Hello.
Hey there.
Jordan.
Sorry for intruding.
No,
how the hell are you?
This is your show. You are joining as the host. You just have to chug a beer now to catch up, and then.
That's right.
Oh well, I only have one, so.
Uh-oh.
That was like a Budweiser. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I was gonna ask what you're drinking, but
that's it. I'm supposed to have my kegerator back up and running this week. I'm pretty sure I said that last show, but life.
Shit happens.
We all have a storm rolling through right now too, so if all of us lose power or something.
Yeah, that's one reason why I was a little late. Charlie was a little scared. He's like, I don't want another tornado.
Oh my god!
I understand, buddy.
Totally. Yeah.
I'm facing right into a window, so I'm just going to open the blind so if we get mad lightning, you can see it reflect off my face.
There you go.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I was going to say, Jordan, before the show started, it was the same thing with Brandon. He was crying a little bit. But...
I know. Traumatized, man.
He got hit a little harder than I did, so he is
That's why he's slamming the beer tonight.
So I even made sure to hobble down to get me some homebrew, so I had a little extra.
I will say, Brandon, we might have had this conversation before, but I like your headphones there.
Oh, the
very-
HyperX.
Very nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do.
Nice.
The metal frames. I've had these for like
Dude,
4 years now.
How
They
I don't
haven't
know how the
cracked.
battery life is those, but granted, it's not the most accurate in how it reads. But it's these. I charge these about once every 3 months.
I use wired because I'm
Okay, like these are the most ridiculous battery in the world.
gonna have to move on to those. I think
The
we have a
Pros.
friend that really likes those.
Yeah. Granted, it will go from like it'll keep because it tells you the percentage as soon as you turn it on. It'll stay at 100% for about 2 months, and then it'll be like 70% and pop down. But like they once every 3 months, I plug them in.
It's like a CO2 tank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like having your keyser and everything's going good until it drops to the red and doesn't work anymore in like a day.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we aren't actually doing Michigan Homebrew Festival beer planning, as the title says. Jordan, I kind of just threw
Made
that
some
in there,
shit up.
but you know, we can talk about what we're gonna bring because Jason did bring up that pre-pro lager, which I guess I have to bring, and I feel like everybody in the club has been really bad about bringing beer that they meddled with. And that's partially our fault because like we need beer for the competition like 2 months before the festival even happens.
Yeah,
It's
so
like we
you
judged like a month before.
pretty much need to rebrew it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you
it's tough.
you'd have to brew it before you necessarily know what you meddled with.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's kind of tough.
I've done it before. I mean, before we took over the comp, I did used to tend to rebrew that shit. Like, I mean, if I entered, 3 beers in beer cup, then those were the 3 beers that I was going to try to bring, just on the off chance that they meddled. It worked out most times, but yeah, it's different now being on the organizing side. I just want to make sure, and this is strictly a keepers thing, but really
This is
trying to
broadcasted,
focus
though.
on what's that?
No. Go ahead.
Oh. But just focus on giving us good beer and bringing good beer this year. I think
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I think the last couple of years it's started to slip into, this is what's in my cellar, or here, take this. I found this keg, under the stairs, and so we need to kind of bring it back. I'm hoping to brew a couple of good fresh beers for Beer Cup. For Beer Camp. Yeah, Jordan, you plan on coming this year? You think?
I'm gonna try.
All right.
I'm not having a kid this time, so
that was a very important detractor.
yeah.
Last year, yeah.
So yeah, I do plan on being there. I'm gonna do everything that I can to be there. If not, I mean, even if so, I'm gonna try to send at least a keg, if not a few.
Sweet.
I can't say it's gonna be my best shit because I haven't brewed all year, but I'm supposed to brew next week.
What are you brewing?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do rye IPA because I've got some rye on
Nice.
hand.
Nice.
That sounded good. And then I've still been obsessed with that Modelo Negra, and I want some, so I'm gonna try my hand at it. Gonna take a
Never
day,
did.
probably do a double brew.
I didn't get you a bottle of mine, did I?
No, I was supposed to be at the keepers meeting, and
Okay.
something happened with family, and I
Oh,
was
that's good.
out of town.
Yeah.
Are you into like dry yeast at all?
Yes, that's primarily what I've been using.
Like I don't know if you're looking to order anything, but I've used S23 in a couple beers lately, and I've really liked the way that those turned out.
I'd
Like
have to
more
look.
like non-traditional or like non-German like lagers.
I'd have to look. I know I got lots of 3470. I pick up like last few times I'd been out to a homebrew store, I picked up like 2 or 3 different kinds. So I'd have to go into my freezer and take a look
Yeah.
at what I got. But I would be into buying some if I don't have any.
Brandon's like the dry yeast king. So, have you used S23 at all?
Actually, maybe once a long time ago, but yeah, it's I mean, I was just pulling it up because I was like, oh, I can't remember. Is that the Swiss one or?
I think that's 189.
Okay, all right. Yeah, but they're
which I've never used.
I've never been too disappointed with Fermentus or Lallemand. Really, there's a couple strains that I avoid, but otherwise, you know.
What do you avoid? Because
you're
the king here.
I mean, I didn't used to avoid it, but I sometimes avoid Nottingham. I do still kind of like it for dark beers most of the time. It's okay for, but like I've had a couple bad experiences with it, whether it was my fault or the yeast fault. I don't know. I'm blaming the yeast. But you know, avoid. Oh, let's see. Honestly, I used to avoid like some of the lower attenuating English strains from Lallemand, like Windsor and stuff. But I used them a couple times. You just gotta, like anything, you just gotta use it. You gotta know what you're using it for and use it. Like I've used that one mostly for lower ABV beers, so like you get a higher
like
final
a
gravity.
mild or something. Or
yeah, like so they have their purposes, but you know they have a bad rap just because they don't attenuate as much. But some of them, and then the English yeast you got to deal with. You're more prone to diacetyl issues, you know. But not that we have to worry about that too much now with the ALDC.
Yeah.
But yeah,
cheat code.
I have to order some of that. I still haven't.
It's expensive. It's like $30 for a vial, but it's 30 doses roughly. So I mean, $1 a batch to pretty much guarantee you don't have any diacetyl in your beer is like
that's worth it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nice. It works so good. I feel like my lagers have gotten like everything is like a score sheet for me like recently, but like 10 points better. Like just like way better. And I really attribute it to ALDC and changing my water filter.
Right.
I'm about to crack into some brown ale here. This is the Big Brew Day beer that I brewed with Ron and Brian Fisher. So I've had small samples of it. I haven't actually drank a full pint of it yet, so I'm excited to kind of crack into a full. You know,
I do enjoy a good brown, a good English brown.
It was
American brown, so maybe I'll be disappointed.
Oh, you bastard!
But I tried to think it was very
hot presence.
Yeah, it was very nutty brown. It was good.
We did. Oh God damn it! What is Denny Kahn's brown ale?
Janet's brown. Well, Brown. No, that's not Denny's. That's
Tasty.
Yes, Tasty McDole.
Yep, Tasty.
So yeah. But I figured that's what you were referring to. Yeah.
Yep, we did the Tasty recipe.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Except we didn't dry hop it, and maybe I'm not gonna say anything about it. It's good, but I wonder what it would have been like with the 2-ounce Centennial dry hop that his recipe has.
It's a good recipe. Which have you ever brewed Jan's Brown?
I've never brewed a brown ale before at all.
Oh man, Jan's Brown is good. I've done that one a couple times, but it's a good. If you like American sea hops and some nice maltiness, it's a great beer. Yeah.
Yeah, I dig this a lot. It's got a good bitterness. It makes it very drinkable. My palate is maybe still a little bit blown from drinking like a 70 IBU double IPA or something. So I have to give it a second before I can super judge what I think about it.
I was worried my American IPA wasn't bitter enough, but now that I'm having it after this hazy, it's noticeably more bitter.
That's the one you brought out to Mark's or whatever yesterday, right?
Yeah, same one.
Or 2 days ago. Yeah, that was good.
Is that the same recipe that you won Keeper's Cup with?
It's not way different. I mean, I think this base malt, this says pearl malt, And like in the past, I probably used Golden Promise or Maris Otter instead. But otherwise, it's going to be pretty similar. I don't change it that much. So,
Right.
yeah.
Oh.
But Pearl Malt, Thomas Fawcett Pearl Malt. That's my new favorite base malt.
I was using Pearl for New England IPAs a lot, like 5 years ago, and I really like that malt. I haven't been buying a ton of it recently. I sort of have this like cuvee of base malts. Like it'll get down like halfway, and I'll just buy like 20 more pounds of some random base malt and throw it into the container and top it back up and
Nice.
spin it.
To
around
at
a
least
little
stir it
bit.
around.
Yeah.
But still, there's at least one grain of some fucking.
They're probably
10-year-old
right.
malt,
Yeah.
Nothing worse. It's like whiskey drinkers do. Some do infinity bottles where they just keep. Some of them have set rules for what they put in there, but like you can do the same with your base malt. Like let's just keep changing it up. That way it stays similar, but only a little different.
Talk about that, because I've read about that before, but like the concept like intrigues me.
So like I have an infinity bottle right now. Admittedly, I haven't been adding to it a lot, but I actually started with. I figured I bought a bottle of Oak and Eden Amber with an Amberana spiral in it. And so as it was about a little under half full, I was like, oh, this is really good. And I like it. And admittedly, like a good amount of the flavor is coming from that Amberana spiral. So it's like, I'm going to take that Amberana spiral, put it in my infinity bottle, put what's left of Oak and Eden in there, and then top it with other whiskeys that maybe aren't my favorite, but the Amberana will take care of that. Meld it all together. So it kind of, it's not exactly the same, but it's still very close and similar. So I just keep adding. If I have a little bit of bottle left that isn't like something that I absolutely love, but go in the infinity bottle.
That's awesome.
So
is the spiral still putting out flavor?
Oh yeah. It stays pretty. It's so far. I mean, it's only been in there probably 3 months or so. So, but who knows how long it was in that Oak and Eden bottle before I had bought it and drank it, because that was like a release from last year. So it's pretty cool.
If I bought more than 1/5 of bourbon every 3 months, I would do something like that. It's cool. I like bourbon and whiskey and stuff like that. I just don't drink it enough. Like I don't know.
No,
I get on kicks.
Yeah, fair.
I asked for a while back, like for Christmas, I wanted a crystal decanter, and that was my plan. That was going to be my infinity bottle.
Oh, cool.
And Amy actually got it for me this year. It's actually right there.
Oh yeah,
with something in it.
But it sat for so long, and so you guys all know I've moved multiple times. Well, my liquor connection is still over on the other side of town in my garage that my kids live in, and I just kept never going back and forth, and I had this bottle of Macallan 12 like bumping around my office, and I finally just dumped the Macallan in there. So when I drink that down, I plan on adding to it, but right now it's just pure Macallan.
You say your liquor collection is over there with your kid.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
No. We've made that joke many times. For some reason, he just won't touch it. I don't know. You'd think I beat him when he was a kid, but I didn't. But no, he's never gone out there and messed with it.
It's very respectful.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still there.
You raised a good kid.
Every once in a while, I mean, like I think the last time I did it, I forget what it was, Brandon. It wasn't that long ago. I think you were talking about the barrel-aged gin and
Liberator.
Yeah, Liberator. Thank you. And I was like, God damn it, I want to drink some Liberator. And I went over there and I like found the Liberator. I initially too picked up like the bottle of sweet vermouth, and I was going to make a Martinez, but where whiskey or gin or any of the prime alcohols will stay and keep just fine. That bottle of vermouth had kind of turned to vinegar. So,
Oh, oof.
Oh,
but
What
still,
is
Liberator on the rocks. It was delicious.
Liberator is good. Yeah,
It's honestly, it's my favorite liquor right now. Liberator barrel aged Old Tom gin from Valentino Distilling.
I'll have to
Valentine?
take a shot.
Valentine.
We've got a bottle of the New Holland, like Knickerbocker barrel aged gin.
Mm.
Oh,
And I'm
Valentine.
not a fan.
New Holland stuff is really good. I like their bourbon.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Andrea doesn't like gin, and she loves this stuff. But
That
I'm a
one's
gin
citrus
lover.
forward. That one's citrus forward. The New Holland Knickerbocker.
Yeah, it's very, very citrusy and kind of floral, like
All right.
potpourri-ish.
All right.
Like
So
I wasn't a
okay.
huge fan.
Yeah. I mean, so Liberator, it's great because it's a Michigan made gin that's made over in the Southfield area.
I'll
It's the
see if I
same.
can
No,
find
it's the same place as the
Ferndale.
Oh, okay.
Same place as Ferndale Project. So it's made over there, Michigan-based gin, really super fucking good. I think it's more traditional gin, spices. But I get I get what you mean with like that floral, citrus forward, more floral. I've had some.
Yep.
It's not the same.
Yeah,
Actually, the worst gin I ever had was that green tea gin from Suntory.
I'd try it, but I'm starting to be a little wary of these, like, I guess, flavored gins. I tried the Bombay Bramble.
Is that like a fruit gin or something?
Yeah, it's like blackberry. It's a bramble
Yeah.
gin, like blackberry, raspberry, all that. Tasted like meat to me.
Oh God.
Like, and again, Andrea loved it, but I just got this like almost like steak like flavor out of it, and I'm like, this is.
I'm turned away right now.
Yeah, I was like, it was not, and I couldn't cut the flavor out of it. Like I'd mix it with like seltzer water and some bitters and whatnot, trying to make my own cocktail to cut the flavor out. And it stuck there. So I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I got a weird tongue, but it's
interesting. Have you tried Halfpenny's rhubarb?
Oh, that sounds good. No, but I have not tried it yet.
That is actually delicious. Buddy John Sutton got me onto that. He got me onto Liberator too, and he says that the rhubarb gin is the first gin that he's thought has been really truly what he calls rocksable. It's just straight on ice.
Really? Okay.
The rhubarb's real subtle, but it still has some great juniper characteristics and stuff. So, and it's less than $30 a bottle. So,
oh, I can't beat that. I'll have to see if I can find it.
Yeah, wow.
And it's pink. It's pretty.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, that's been your edition of Michigan Gin.
Yeah.
Well, I asked this a second ago, but what is vermouth? I'm not really a mixed drink.
Vermouth is a wine. It's actually
okay.
It comes in sweet and dry, white and red. So it is a slightly fortified wine, but it's not very strong. I think it's going to come in at that 12 to 15%. But it is traditionally used in martinis. What else? I think it's not old fashioned.
Boulevardiers. Are those that use it?
One of the bourbon drinks uses vermouth. I know it's not an old fashioned, but I can't think of the
Manhattan.
Yeah,
that might be it, because I know Manhattan and old fashioned are really similar. I'm just not sure what the difference is. So it might be it.
I think I'm not drawn in here, but like, martinis, vodka gin martinis used to be made with dry vermouth. It's just a wine, fortified wine.
Okay.
It's in Manhattan and Boulevardier. I know my buddy really likes making those.
Never even heard of that.
You know what? I think I might have a beer in my cellar I can grab. Hold on. I'm gonna see what I can dig out.
Slam it, dude. I mean, the goal is 6 beers by the end of the show. So
Lord, and I came in a half hour late. Awesome. All right, I'll be back.
Catch up.
Yeah, my favorite Liberator drink is the Martinez, which is Liberator orange or grapefruit bitters with sweet vermouth.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just super fucking tasty.
Cherry as well. Isn't that in that?
I put the
Okay, you did. Okay.
I put the good ones. What are they? I'm fucking
Maraschinos.
yeah.
Luxardo.
Yes.
I would put Luxardo cherries in it with a spoonful, a bar spoonful of the Luxardo cherry juice.
Those
Okay.
things are so good. I appreciate you feeding me like a $3 cherry, like when I go to your house for a drink.
So
I did make.
go ahead, Brian.
I made a similar drink to that because I did get some cherry liqueur a while back to make like something kind of similar to that with a little bit of that in there. But
Yeah. My buddy Jerome, I don't remember the name of the distributor that he works for. But he works for one of the local liquor distributors. He's like an account rep, and I was over at his house, and they weren't Luxardo, but they were like very similar brand of those like super expensive cocktail cherries, but he had them like individually wrapped. So like you got this little plastic pack, and you could open it up and pop out 2 cherries, and squeeze the juice. And I was like, this is just like pack these in my lunch and just carry them around with me and just like pop in like cocktail cherries. Like,
how to show how fancy you are. Little cocktail cherries in your disposable package.
I like them. They're good. But yeah, that's why Martinez. It's amazing. Did you find another beer, Jordan?
I did.
Fantastic.
I'm
Show can go on then.
pretty sure this is a big brew day thing from a couple of years back.
As long as it's not Brian's blueberry.
Oh, God.
No, but
no, it's not. Yeah.
I can't recall if these are potentially gushers or not. So I
You
got
just
a
find
towel
like
here.
random bottles and you're just like popping them.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, let's see.
All right. That was a good hiss.
Oh, okay. No gushing.
Are they cold?
No. Ooh,
No. You don't gotta drink warm beer on our behalf.
I don't mind it, to be honest.
I'll
It's
DoorDash you a 24-pack of Budweiser or something.
Did you see Budweiser is trying to do it?
did he
You're
drop out
cutting out.
for me?
Yeah, Jason, you just
Yeah,
dropped
I hear
off.
you for some reason.
Did I?
No,
Am I
you're
back?
good now. Yeah.
You're back.
I wonder if I bumped something. I was going to say, did you see Budweiser was trying to do a gimmicky thing where they were selling Bud that was brewed that day?
Oh yeah, brewed
Yeah,
that day.
like no.
Yeah, like I wonder if that
Yes.
was a
Lies.
packaging mishap. Like was it bottled? Or
That
canned
that's
day,
right.
you know,
It has to be
or-
bottled that
yeah.
day.
Yeah, at Meyer on the 17th, they had that big old post up there. I saw people posting on Facebook left and right, brewed today, and the Rockford steward, like the Meyer person, like put there. I'm like, that's physically not possible, and even bottled that day is highly unlikely. The
Yeah.
closest place is in Ohio, and like I highly doubt they bottled it because I've been through their plant. They pasteurize it beforehand. Like they're not doing all that in the morning.
Yeah. And anyway, Shorts already does that once a year with fucking psychedelic cat grass. So it's not.
Do they still do that?
I don't know if they're doing the same day like they used to. I
Okay.
do know.
Alright.
I mean, I used to have friends that worked at Imperial, and they did talk about it being this huge pain in the ass that Imperial would have trucks waiting at Shorts.
Wow.
The clock would strike midnight. They would roll the line and start loading trucks, and they'd go.
That's fucking wild.
But they only did it once a year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Thunder.
Is that
Yep.
Thunder?
Here too. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Let's pull up Keith and make sure we're not getting another
Yeah, I used to love that day because that beer is really good. The last few years that I maybe I'm not following shorts enough anymore, but like the last few years that I found psychedelic catgrass, thankfully I've checked like the date on it. And it's been sitting out, warm on a Myers shelf for like 2 months or something. So, and I
Yeah,
have
it's not
bought
fun.
old psychedelic catgrass before, and it's not great. So,
I, you know me and my beer fridge mishaps. I put shit in there and forget about it. And at one time, 1 year, we had a 3-year vertical of psychedelic catgrass.
Huh,
how
well,
was it?
It was not good.
Yeah.
It tastes like cat piss.
can imagine.
Who was it that used to do maybe they still do the drink by series, like drink by
Stone.
420?
Oh, it's Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were always really good.
I do remember those. I always tried to buy some of those because they were always pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Do they still do that? I haven't really, I don't buy a ton of beer.
I don't think they do them regularly. Maybe once in a while a special one, but
Haven't they technically changed owners since they started that, though?
I do believe so. Yes,
Mm.
but yeah, I used to occasionally see those, like when I'd go into Megabev and I'd buy them, and then sometimes I would see them drink by a month ago, and I'd be like, "Gonna pass."
Yep.
And I thought they used to, I thought
I
they
mean,
used
it
to buy
does look
those
like they
back.
did one in October of last year.
Oh,
So
okay. I'll have to keep my eyes out then. I would totally buy more of that. I really like the Lagunitas beer still.
Mhm.
I will buy like their mixed packs at Myers still, and it's some of the most quality and consistent IPA that is available to like the mass market. Like better than Founders and Bells, in my opinion. 'Cause I still buy
better
that
than Sierra Nevada.
occasionally. Yeah, I bought some Sierra Nevada Pale Ale like just 6 months ago, and it was fucking oxidized and like gross, like just
Mhm.
not enjoyable at all. And it's because it probably sits in a warehouse warm for like 3 months before they can get it out to a store now and sell it. And I'm not sure if Lagunitas just packages better or if they just produce less and have a better like you know shipping. I don't know what the fuck term I'm looking for.
They do brew some in Chicago, I believe, so
Oh,
maybe
really?
it's a little
Okay.
closer. I believe so. Yeah, they have that. They definitely have a location there. But
Yeah, it's been really, really good. I will say that Founders Grapefruit IPA, or their Grapefruit All Day IPA, is really good though.
I've yet to try that.
there hasn't been a bad all day. I'll give them that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've had the hazy. That was pretty good.
I thought the West Coast was meh. Like,
I haven't tried that. I think the hazy is the only one that I've had.
yeah,
Their cold is kind of meh. I don't think it meets the brief of what a cold IPA
Sure.
is.
Well, I think that a lot of the big. I don't think any of the big breweries know
Are
what that is.
we gonna pull this debate back up again? Because every time I hear cold IPA, I'm like, I don't know if it's a thing still. Like,
Ryan and I listened to a podcast from the people that invented it one day on the way back from Detroit, and I still don't know what the fuck it is.
You
So
fell asleep to that, I think.
no.
Yeah.
like to be honest, like the way I kind of feel about it, like every time I hear about it, hear it is kind of like that, but the Budweiser or whatever brewed today thing. I'm like, it's just I don't think you know what you're saying. Like, like Brian, I know you think it's a thing over here, and I trust your opinion. So you're the only holdout. You're the thing that makes me think like maybe there's hope for it.
You're brewing one this weekend, right, Ryan?
Maybe. Well, potentially. So the thing is, I think that like, you know how certain beer styles have certain hops that like define what they are, like steam beer, like California Common, almost needs to have Northern Brewer in order to be a California common. Like it needs to have that little minty, woody Northern Brewer hop flavor.
Yeah.
I feel like a cold IPA needs like classic American hops a little bit, like a little bit of Cascade or something like that.
Sure.
To keep it like on par. Like it shouldn't be too fruity or florally, like a little floral
Or caramelly at all.
Yeah, or caramelly at all.
So that's where the definition would would break from a West Coast, because that was my thought. It was like, well, West Coast is
it's
the hops you're talking about.
It's Wester than West Coast, so it's like taking a traditional West Coast American IPA, throwing corn or rice into it, using a yeast that produces almost no esters, like a lager yeast.
Nova Lager.
Or Nova Lager,
Be
something
great.
like that. And keeping the ABV like at 6.5–7.5%. And I brewed like a clone of the original and the OG or whatever, and I don't even know. I'm not sure if Shayna's still listening. I'm sure she is because she's amazing. But I made this beer, and she probably doesn't remember it, but I tasted it and like, oh my god, this is probably like the best IPA that I've brewed like to date. Like I loved it so much. And then that was like maybe 2 years ago, or whenever Shayna says hi.
Hey, Shayna.
But and then I sort of got way into competing, and I started brewing things to compete instead of things that I enjoy drinking, which I'm going back to next year, and I'm so excited about. But yeah, I don't feel like you can use like any old random hops. Like you're not gonna brew a cold IPA with Galaxy and like Nelson and like all these big hops and stuff like that. Like you need maybe like a little Centennial and Cascade and like a little Mosaic, in there to give something is good. I think the original recipe calls for it, but like it's not overly fruity. It's like bitter and yummy. Like just I don't know. It has to meet a particular flavor like profile in terms of like the hops too. Not only the hops but the malt.
Yeah.
Like you can't just use anything like you can with like a regular like American IPA or
and the rice and corn makes it a little more drinkable.
Yeah, 100%.
I used to throw corn into my IPAs a long time ago, and I absolutely loved it. I don't know why I ever stopped.
Keep doing it.
Yeah,
you're doing rye this next batch, but
yeah, that's true. Only because I got 2 pounds of rye on hand. It's still sealed up. I got a good deal on it, so I don't think I'm going to use that much for a single batch. But
it sounds delicious.
We'll
I like rye
see.
and everything. I will like a pound of rye and anything is probably fine. Like,
Yeah.
I've never brewed with rye before, so this is
really.
Yep.
Oh man. No, rye is a
Yeah.
pound of rye and almost any recipe can help add, like if you're looking to add some like crispness and a snap or a bite at the end, just a pound of rye or a half pound of rye.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Shayna says it's very good. Let's take the smoked beer off.
Yeah, dump that smoked beer out.
Don't do it.
Jordan, I will make sure that you get some before it goes away. Like
What's that?
Smoked Doppelbock.
Oh, sure. Hell yeah. I'll try it.
No, it's not. It's not going down super fast. Faster than I would expect, though. Like the smoke isn't that strong, so like I can actually drink a pint of it like at a time, and it's not too much. I don't think.
You had some of that at Mark's yesterday.
I did. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I tried it. Yeah.
And after your first couple sips, it doesn't really taste like a smoked anything anymore. It just kind of tastes like Doppelbock with a little bit of something going on.
I feel like that's about the best way to do a smoked beer.
Yeah. So, not the main attraction, just a
Right.
minor feature.
I feel, to be honest, yeah, I was thinking about that. What was it? was it earlier today, yesterday. Like I find myself being more attracted to beers that have like subtle flavors. Like I don't want to be slapped in the face with a wet smoked piece of wood, you know?
I
Like
was going to ask what kind of attraction you're talking about, and then you got into being slapped in the face by things and having it be wet.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
okay.
You know. This is the after show. We'll invite everybody out to that's but yeah, I mean that's just, you know, I guess I don't know if it's me, like my age coming through or what, because I'm, you know, getting old, but I'm enjoying things that are subtle in their flavors. Like I want the beer to taste like beer with something that supports it, not like all this flavor trying to cover up
I get it.
something.
Years ago, I mean, when I started brewing, and this is in the presentation too, that Brian and I did. You know, I used to be the go big or go home, especially when it came to like fruit flavors or even your hops. Like I think you in our brewing for competitions presentation, we talk about adding a little extra to be stand out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to brew at that far end of the guidelines, and just to be noticeable, and especially if you get stuck later in a flight. But I think I feel like it's been like a couple years now where I was like, I just want a crushable light lager, you know, crisp beer, and I'm with you, Jordan, and that includes those delicate flavors. But I've never, I don't feel like I've gotten out of that. Like that's all I've been craving for the last couple of years. I don't want to drink it.
Same. I mean, that's why like I've brewed, you know, an English brown ale and I've done lagers and whatnot, because like I just want that like showcase the beer.
Mm-hmm.
Then if I want other flavors, then you know we can toy around with that later. But
yeah, that's why when we went down to Seeds and they have like 12 beers on tap that are all just fucking beer, you know, like 11 of them were German lagers, and I think one was a nitro stout.
I know. All I was craving was a Tootsie Roll sour, but if I have to drink like a Czech dark lager, then I guess
It was really unfortunate that they didn't have a stout brewed with Twix and Kit Kats and agave nectar and everything but lactose.
a whole turtle
20%
cheesecake.
lactose.
Yeah.
Oh no, because only shit brewers put lactose in. Only the good breweries. They use all the other sugars except lactose.
24-hour boils.
Yep.
That's what it's about these days.
I'm gonna say, you know, I found you could grow
I could start on
stevia
that.
plants. I wonder if I'm gonna start using
Really?
some of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They sell them at like Waddell's and Home Depot. You can buy that and like make your own non-sugar sweetener.
How do you process it?
I have absolutely no idea because stevia tastes like licking an assembly line to me. So
Yeah.
I can't do it.
If it's a sugar, there is a brewery near here that's used it, I'm sure.
Probably. Yep.
Or not even a sugar if it's sweet.
No doubt.
So
I don't know what it is that I'm drinking.
What's
looked
it taste like?
Licoricey?
it's dark.
Oh,
So that's a dark malt,
Yeah.
some roasted malt in it. That's
yeah.
aged.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's the Big Brew beer that I had from. This is probably going on 3 years now. I did with McQuillan, Chris Barr, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of stout. Okay.
Yeah,
Most
yeah,
likely then.
and
McQuillan's involved. It's probably a stout.
yeah. I think it was supposed to be an export stout.
Oh, okay.
But it's like it's got more nose than it does flavor.
Okay.
It's weird.
It's kind of Irish beer to me in a nutshell, a little bit. Like, it looks like
really
it
not
might be
bad.
a little overcarbed, just looking at your glass or the way that initial pour went. But
Yeah,
like you drink a Guinness and it smells more than it tastes. I guess it drinks like if Budweiser were a stout.
Mhm.
Like, and I don't
Yeah.
mean that in a bad way. Like,
No.
I freaking love Guinness, but
I love Budweiser.
I love Guinness.
Yeah, I love
Like-
both of them. Yeah.
Like,
It's an accurate description. Excuse me, but there's one thing that you can be safe in, Jordan. No matter how those flavors may have transformed over the last 3 years, or what might have broken down or modified in any way, shape, or form. The alcohol's still there.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yeah, that persists.
I want to, if I don't know if I have this recipe on my phone, but I want to say it came in around like 8.5 or 9. I think it was on the lower end of export. Oh, it's been a minute. But I also have a whole box. It's like a whole case of beers over there that's just full of shit. I have no fucking idea what it is.
Right.
Just a
Hopefully
random.
none of them are
random box.
spiked with anything.
That's possible.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
I don't know who I got them from, if they're mine or
Any green tops?
like,
Yeah.
No.
Did you make some of those, Brandon?
No.
well, see, it could be because I used to use green tops too, so there's a bunch of green tops in there.
Any that I would have bottled up were definitely consumed by now. So
I know for a fact that McQuillan gave me some, maybe even a 6-pack that got mixed into my beer fridge, and I did not drink them all. And I used to tell people when they come over, and they'd go in there, and I'd be like, warning, you could get high.
there's something in there.
yeah.
Yep.
It's a little extra.
It's a good thing I know that's safe. I had some folks over helping me clean up some trees last week, and one of the guys from the Dart Club was like, I told him, like, if you want beer, I got a whole fridge full of it, and I got kegs downstairs if you need more. And I'm like, there's hundreds of options in the fridge. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, were there anything in there dangerous? No. But admittedly, he picked like a 10% stout, and it was like
warm
noon.
Yeah. Oh,
jeez, yeah.
Noon on a hot day, and I was like, he's like, that's what I like. All right, have some more.
It sounds like my dad. He'll like, we'll go out to the beach. It'll be 80 degrees, and I'll pull out like a dragon's milk, like triple mash. I'm like, oh, like it's tasty, but it's like drinking milk in the sun.
I know, but we go fishing when it's fucking 40 degrees out and stand in the river, and he's drinking nice, crisp, refreshing long drink.
Yes, it was. I pulled it up just because it was Sumo Sumatra Imperial Stout, 11.4% by Austin Brothers.
Oh Lord!
It's like, all right, it's a good beer. I don't know if I'd want it at noon on a hot day, but
Yeah.
But each their own. If that's what you like, that's what you like. Go to it. Do it.
Right on. He wasn't operating the heavy machinery, so it's all.
That was my next question. Was this the guy with the chainsaw?
No, but he is. I guess how old is? But he's an older man, but he was just. But I will say he's a beast. He was just carrying stuff left and right, drinking beer, lugging debris left and right, just nonstop. So a high five to being able to drink an 11.5% Imperial Stout in the middle of a day and still kick some ass.
So no, I don't want to sound offensive to this guy, but I was like, if it's an 11% stout, maybe the alcohol made his joint pain go away.
Yeah.
Whoever you are, if you come across this, thank you for helping out my friend Brandon.
Hell yeah. It's a good time. Oh.
Right on.
Well,
What else do we have? Any new beer cup news? We don't really.
No, let's see where we're at. I haven't checked recently in terms of
Registration.
361 out of 500 in just Michigan is pretty fucking good.
I'm gonna have to register.
There are nationwide competitions out there that don't even bring in 200.
Yep.
So Michigan is fucking bringing it this year.
I will say I did just get a package today from. What's the scientific place's name, Brian? Heathrow.
Heathrow, yeah.
Heathrow Scientific.
What they sent us?
They sent us 2 digital refractometers.
No shit. Those are like
wow.
$100 a piece, at least.
Yeah. There's
Wow.
there's specifically a one that could be used for brewing, a Brix digital refractometer, and then there was one with the honey scale. So
Oh, wow.
for the mead winners, we'll have,
that should be in the Mead Best of Show package
Yeah.
for sure. That's cool.
and then we got a really nice long hand or a long stick. I think it's 13 or 14 inch instant read thermometer. So
That's real.
Wow.
That's really long. That's super
amazing.
really appreciate that. Yeah, Heathrow Scientific or VG. We're going to get post out. We've had a lot of companies donate equipment or brewing supplies or various things, and we're going to start getting posts out thanking them. We are still trying to sell category sponsorships. You're just blurry, Brandon. It's
I
just-
know.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
no.
You're like Bigfoot. You're
My
just
camera's
blurry.
drunk.
So we're selling category sponsorships to Michigan-based breweries and beer-related businesses for $50 a pop. It's just like sponsoring a hole at a golf outing. I think we've only sold like 10 or 11 so far out of the 439 that we need to sell. So anybody listen to this on the podcast, and if you know of any brewery that would be interested in supporting the homebrew community, arguably we haven't really reached out to that many yet. But I do think we're getting caught in a bunch of spam folders for the ones we are.
in reality, there's over 500 breweries in Michigan.
Yeah.
We don't want to, just
Yeah.
spam
Literally
500
need 39
breweries,
of them to
but
give
yeah.
us $50. I can shout out the ones that have given us money is Brewery Tray, Presidential Brewing, One Well Brewing, Schramm's Meadery, Dark Horse Brewing, Brewery Becker,
Becker. Yep.
Becker Brewery Becker. I'm pulling all this from memory.
Yeah, you're doing good.
That
That was more than I had.
I think there was one more, but I can't remember it. But we're going to get a list out. So yeah, if you know anybody that owns a brewery or works at a brewery that would be willing to help, coordinate with them to give us $50, that would be really appreciated. That's money
We should
is
probably Club President's page and have like presidents that are local to breweries that know people reach out. It's probably a good next
for
step.
sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't want to. Duke's Barbecue.
Oh,
is
yeah.
called- What is it?
Yeah.
Famous
They-
Dave's. Famous Dave's has sponsored.
Yeah.
Really?
Year.
Really?
Don't they sponsor smoked beer or something?
They've sponsored smoked beer, I think, every year for as long as I've been involved.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Famous Dave's in Detroit.
Good. They got some sauces I always fall back on.
Yep.
Shane, is that the place that you wanted to try? Like they have like the 5 levels of spiciness on their chicken sandwiches. Like Shane has wanted to try like a chicken sandwich place like over on that side of the state for like years now, and I feel like that's the name of it.
So I don't know if people know this, but for those of you that go to Beer Camper that are involved in Beer Camper, for those of you that are going to be listening from the other side of the state, Duke from KGB. I'm drawing a blank on his last name, but Duke is actually like the district manager of Famous Dave's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Dave's Hot Chicken. Okay. That's
Dave's Hot Chicken. Okay.
What's up, Matt?
So, yeah,
Welcome back, man.
So Duke from KGB is one of the Duke Turner. Thanks, Keith.
Yep.
Duke Turner is one of the managers at Famous Dave's, and he has sponsored smoked beer every year. Like I said, for as long as I've been alive around beer. And drink some more beer. Well, since Keith's in chat, thank you, Keith. Keith has shared all of his sponsors that he pesters regularly for his events. He shared that list with us, and they have really helped.
They really have. That's been awesome. Keith.
With
Thank
our
you so much,
donations.
man.
So Keith is an amazing supporter of Michigan Beer Cup and a lot of great charities and shit over there on the east side. So thanks, Keith.
And midnight snacks at MHF.
Oh yeah, those smash burgers.
Oh,
yeah.
those were good.
Shit.
Jordan, there hasn't been a jar of pickled eggs in a couple years, so I will say that you're not missing out on those.
Didn't I send some with you guys last year?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And someone at Mark's yesterday mentioned jalapeno pickled eggs, which you should make.
I can do that. I usually, for a while there, I had like this. It was like a pickled egg Solara like whatever. It was basically like I just
It
had
kind of
this big,
scares me hearing that.
just a big. It was a big jar of like a conglomerate. Most of it was like the juice from pickled jalapenos, but so it had a bit of that flavor. And when it got low, I just boiled more eggs and tossed them in there, stirred them up. You could always tell like the ones that were older because they were a bit darker. So you just stab one of those with a skewer and pull it out. But
Nice.
it was delicious. It was good. And speaking, I've been doing that with pickles recently.
Oh.
Just slicing up some cucumber, tossing them in back into the pickle juice.
Hell yeah.
It's great. Works well.
That sounds good.
But yeah, that's all the info updates I think we have for Beer Cup. It's open. We still have a little over 100 entries available.
New club award.
Oh yeah, we are. We're going to do this cool new club award this year. It's our version of the Gambrinus Award for those that know about the National Homebrew Award. Gambrinus Award. Keepers won it 2 years ago. It's basically it's kind of a weird, convoluted little calculation, but it's basically to get down to the most points awarded per capita.
Yeah.
Of club members. So, yeah. I mean, in the past, you've had like Keepers and mostly KGB is one like the Beer Cup Award, which is just most overall points. And so it's easy for some of the larger clubs or the more active clubs to win that award just by flooding the comp. Mm-hmm. And so we want to come up with a new award. We wanted to come up with a new award that really recognized the clubs that are pulling the highest quality for the number of entries that they submitted. And so we're going to have, I stole it from somebody else in the MHP. So somebody outside of Michigan came up with this idea, but it's the High Gravity Award.
It is, yeah.
And it will come with a similar trophy to the Beer Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still going to do the Beer Cup, but we do want to start recognizing some of the other clubs and their efforts in the state of Michigan. We did some calculations, and last year, if we would have done it, it most likely would have gone to the Grand Rapids clubs.
Yep. I think Rivertown and Prime Time, I don't remember what order they were in, but they were 1 and 2.
Nice.
Yeah. So
they always have high quality beer. They don't always have the biggest tap list, but man, you go over there and everything's great.
Yeah, it's fucking top notch.
It's worth celebrating, to be honest.
Yeah, so we're super excited about that award. The High Gravity Award is going to be coming. But back to the donations that are made to the categories. All of that money is used to sponsor gift cards for the medal winners, and we are trying to expand that this year. We don't know how far we're going to be able to expand it, but we do want to expand it from where we were last year. So again, if you're listening and you know a brewery that may be willing to give us $50 or more, then please reach out, hit us up, or just hit the brewery up. And we really appreciate it. And then, yeah, we've got judging in Kalamazoo on July 20th. And I believe the comp is open until the end of June. Thanks, Brandon.
June 22nd, you can register. Yeah. I was looking too because I have to actually decide how I'm going to have to hit up people for help brewing since I'm a gimp.
Dude, we got you. Yeah, I know.
Matt, I think it was this last Michigan Mead Coalition meeting. Whoops. He says he entered in our Michigan Mead Coalition, so he didn't help with prime time. But I think that they were saying that for Michigan Beer Cup, just use your regular club. I think they're trying to stray away from Michigan Mead Coalition with this particular competition, just because there's club awards.
Yeah.
So I confirm, but
without calling out any particular clubs, I have heard that it's caused drama. So yeah,
that's understandable.
You know, it's Michigan-based comp. It's Michigan. There's a club award. You should enter as your club, and support your local club. Michigan Mead Coalition is amazing, and I'm all about like for the national at the national level. Yeah, like let's.
It's always one of my favorite places to peruse at MHF. So I just have to take it easy because it's easy to go a little overboard there. But Yes.
Right on. Well, I'm out of beer.
Like totally.
I mean, I have to get up and go get more.
Oh,
Go get it.
too?
Who's stopping you?
Yeah.
I've still got some of this weird licorice beer to finish off, and I could go pull something out of
I've got one more pour left in my jar here.
Be right back.
All right. Good man.
I hadn't registered for Beer Cup, so I'm doing that right now, just so I don't forget.
Yeah, it's still open for a bit.
But
And-
I'm good. I got it. I think we're capped at 5, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
And we've always been like the comp organizers where, if people want to get in late, as long as beer hasn't been sorted yet, it's fine. And last year we had multiple beers that never made it to us, and we reached out to people and they said, hey, like, yeah, I wanted to ship beer out, but we couldn't get it to you, and just keep the money, and we refunded it anyway because we don't want to be that sort of competition. Like I appreciate the offer, but like I've been screwed over a couple times, and I know the bad taste it leaves like in your mouth where like something happens, it's not your fault and you still have to pay for it. Like there's no reason that you can't just be the good competition, because like if it's a product like you were buying, like you wouldn't expect to pay for something that you never receive. If we're not judging a beer, I don't know why I would expect somebody to pay me for it. I get if it's maybe like a capped out competition, really, really big or something like that. But even then, like, I don't know. So yeah, we refunded maybe like $100 worth of entry fees like last year, and it wasn't a big deal. Matt Mead is saying, did that happen to you, Matt? Oh, what? Yeah, did you have like a delivery issue, Matt? 'Cause I know Danny Kukuk had like a delivery issue with Hoppy Halloween last year, maybe. I had a delivery issue with IBU this year, so I somehow shipped it to the wrong location. I shipped it to some fucking random homebrew shop over in like California.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
I've only had one delivery issue, and thankfully arrived late, but the competition still accepted it. I gave them a heads up, and they were like, we're good. I'm like, all right. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like totally fine by us, as long as, even if they happen, as long as judging hasn't happened yet, it's totally fine.
Yep.
Yeah, missed one day due to the weather. Like I'd fucking give money back. Like, it annoys me so much. Like,
yeah,
like all you have to do is go into your PayPal account and click refund.
I can understand why you might ask like for a tracking number just to see that someone's not lying about what happened, but like, yeah, that's one of those things that should be easy to just refund.
Yeah.
I had that happen with Nationals one year. It was the first year I entered. I was shipping out to, was it Nationals? I can't recall. I had to ship beer out to California.
That wasn't
and I
the
got
COVID year that they turned everything into
no.
hand sanitizer. Okay.
I think it was the year before, or 2 years before then. And they emailed me. They're like, "Hey, we never received your samples." I'm like, "Oh, that's weird." Like, I sent it out with plenty of time. I don't know why you're just telling me now. And I ended up getting in touch with like UPS, and they're like, "Yeah, whatever was inside exploded." So I was like, "Oh,
that was a semen
great."
sample.
Yeah. I was like, "Great." So, and I sent them the response from the UPS. I'm like, "This is why, because shit exploded." And they're like, "Cool, no refunds." I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it. Like, whatever. I guess I paid for it. However, on the flip side, though, I signed up and paid for entries into the Indiana State Fair a couple of years ago. Completely boneheaded it, entirely forgot, and was like a couple days short. I actually ended up getting an email from them. They're like, "Hey, we noticed you haven't got samples," and I was just upfront and honest with them. Like, I boneheaded this. I paid for 2 samples. Just completely fucking forgot.
Now you're saying samples, and it's sounding a lot like semen.
Semen samples, yeah. Yep. Maybe that's what I said. No, but they refunded my shit. I was just like, listen,
Good.
I was a dumbass. have my money, I guess.
There's
And
a
they're
reason
like,
that's
no.
one of the most respected and like awesome competitions in the country, and like that.
It really
for
is.
sure one of
Like
them.
they've been really cool to deal with every time I've been an entrant. So
Yeah, Sandy's trying to get people down for that. I gotta. I don't remember the exact weekend it is, but they pay out of. I think they pay everybody to judge, but they pay out of state judges like $50 or $100 to come down and judge like that competition, something like that.
it's pretty awesome.
Like just
That
to
is cool.
like help cover like gas money and hotel fees and stuff like that. That competition's capped at like 1,500 or 1,200, something. It's some
Crazy.
insane number of entries, and like I feel like they get close to it.
It looks like they judge from Wednesday, July 10th until Saturday, July 13th.
Yeah, jeez. All right, Matt says he's going down Wednesday to Friday to judge, so I got to see what my schedule's looking like that week, but I would love to be down there.
Oh man, the cat wants all the attention right now.
Now, is that one of the kittens?
Yeah, this is pancakes.
Pancakes? Okay, I knew it. I had that in my head. It's pancakes and
Jelly.
I knew it was jelly too. Okay, all right.
Nice. I love those names.
Oh,
He likes attention.
I see that. He's one of those one orange brain cell cats.
He's he's orange, so he's mischievous and sweet. You know? He's nice when he wants attention, and then like when he's just bored at night, he just messes stuff up. But he's very sweet.
I kind of wonder if Jason got lost.
Probably.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gone for
fine.
a minute.
If he wants to take a nap, then
Does he still have wireless headphones? Is he listening to us? Jason.
Yeah, pancakes and syrup. What happened there, Brandon?
Look, we kept their shelter names.
That's fair.
They're the bacon bits litter, and so they were just various like kind of breakfasty items names. Jelly might be a little loose, but it's used in some breakfast things, you know. Crepes,
Yeah, I mean,
biscuit.
every time I go out to like a
Toast.
Greasy Spoon diner, I will absolutely put
Yeah.
the packaged jelly on my toast, 100%.
Yeah, but he's a sweetie.
I actually have one of my own right now. He just came up on my lap. Dimitri.
Oh,
Look, you have
Dimitri.
friend. You see your friend on the screen.
Bleh.
No, we don't. Okay.
Welcome to Michigan Cat.
Yeah, I know. Michigan cats.
Yeah.
That's what we do here. This is Michigan Cats. Pancakes is just gonna chill. He wants the attention now.
So, if we want to go back to the title of the episode, what is everybody planning on brewing for MHF? Like, Jordan, if you wanted to come, or you do want to come, if you were actually, coming or whatever, like, and you wanted a beer on tap, like, ideally, like, what would you want on tap?
Well, chances are, I'll put this up. Chances are, if I'm brewing something soon, and it's done by the time I could submit, I'm probably still going to have the keg to bring. But I have tons of cider still. So I think I have 6 kegs of cider. A couple of them were kind of experimental in terms of their yeast strains, and I kind of like it. I have yet to get it like cold and carbonated, but the base or the base of it tasted pretty good. So probably a cider, maybe 2. I'll try to bring a rye IPA if I'm submitting something like that. Whatever it is that I have, because I mean, like I said, there's probably ciders. Ciders is probably going to be the big part of it. Maybe a seltzer. We'll see.
I don't think we had a ton of cider last year. We had a couple. Seltzer, I think the only one we had was like pickle, which was good, but it also like completely ruined like one of the taps. So
Yeah.
So we've been doing this thing recently, and it kind of got me into the idea of brewing a seltzer. I've been mixing like those little like Powerade electrolyte packets, and with a patch of carbonated water and like a few shots of vodka, and like it's great because it's like drinking Gatorade with your alcohol, so there's like no hangover. You're like taking care of yourself while you're getting drunk. So I'm like, I'm just gonna brew 5 gallons. I'm gonna make 5 gallons of this and put it on tap. So maybe I'll bring some of that.
This is a business idea. Like this is something you market to golfers, right?
Throw a little bit of caffeine in there too to try to cancel out all the alcohol.
Yeah. It's been fantastic. I have it all measured out, and I'm gonna try to get it going maybe this week or next week.
Matt says alcoholic Pedialyte.
that's basically what it is. Yeah,
trying to negate the Pedialyte.
This is how to drink in old age. All right, we got to take care of ourselves.
Evens out.
It's got one baby.
Shit. Oh, shit. Maybe I'll name it Brondo.
It's what plants crave. Yes.
Oh, Craig showed up. He said a little late to the party. Did we touch on Deathmash? We did. And Craig, I hope Jason comes back. But I don't know if you've seen the medals yet. But if Jason comes back, I don't know where he went, but I'll have him pull up the picture of the medals again because they're sick.
They are awesome.
To confirm, I think Deathmash is closed, right? Like,
yes, no more entries.
That was like the 15th.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I know that we said we're bringing a couple judges from Keepers. Grand Rapids is bringing, I think, like 4 judges too.
Welcome back.
So they're gonna have some.
Jordan go get another mystery beer.
He went to go look for you.
Yeah. Jordan. Jason, I'm sorry.
Nice.
Yeah, show the celebrity deathmatch medals again.
I don't know if Craig is still in chat, but he asked if we touched on deathmatch, and I was like, fuck yeah, we did. But like, did you see the medals? So I don't know. It was only 4 minutes ago. He's got to be here still. Right?
Ooh, a green top. Right, uh-oh. Living life dangerously.
Craig, if you're here, give us a fuck yeah, because you want to win one of those medals because they're sick. I want one so bad. Yes, he's still here. All right.
There you go.
I don't know if you've seen him yet, but.
Oh, God, I'm so nervous about this.
Yeah, Matt, do you have any entries into Deathmatch? Yeah, fuck yeah, I agree, Craig. All right, now it's my turn to step Web right back.
Oh,
that's a great sign.
It's very clear. You guys can't see it, but it looks very clear. But it smells like licorice and caramel.
Oh,
nice.
But like, it's like, or no, not licorice. Maybe some prunes.
Okay.
A lot of prune. All right, where's my glass? Let's figure out. Let's see what this is.
Yeah, let's see what this looks like.
So unfortunately, Matt, for Matt Mead, Brian shouldn't ask you that. It is specific to 6 clubs, so that's why you didn't hear about it. Join Keepers, and then you can participate in Deathmatch next year.
All right, you said prune. Looks a little light, but maybe I was going to say maybe a double, but it looks a little light for that.
Yeah, I think you saying double. I was just thinking about this. So this could be like an 8 or 9 year old triple.
Okay, all right.
It's just an old ale now, right?
Yeah,
whatever you want. It's your world.
I'm pretty sure it got infected, and I saved it to remind myself of my shame.
Back off, Craig. We get him from just geographically.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't get to take Matt.
Yeah,
we're claiming him. He comes to our meetings sometimes. We're gonna keep him here if he wants to join another club.
That's a good face, Jordan.
I heard I just got in trouble.
Oh, for asking Matt if he had any deathmatch entries.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll blame the alcohol. If maybe it needs to be expanded even more. I don't know.
No, we don't need those Grand Rapids clubs in there, man.
Who changed my thing to Master of Cold IPA?
I did like
A while ago.
Wait, can we change our shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think
Dot.
you can have like a title now, like under your name.
I apparently can't. Like, oh, maybe it's over here.
Are we fighting over
here.
Matt Mead now?
I'm gonna steal Aziz Ansari's title.
I like that show.
There we go.
Matt, why are you a masher? You're closer to us. You can be a keeper. That's cool, man.
So what is it, Jordan?
I think it's. I think that's what it is.
The infected triple.
I think it's the infected triple from
That is a
like
really dark triple.
like
I
a
think it looks
decade ago.
Fucking amber.
Like, it looks darker on the screen than it does like. Let me see if
Matt
I
says
can
we
like.
don't come hang out. Actually, that's fair. All right, that's fair.
Like, oh, that's
Oh, yeah, okay.
Boom.
It's a little
Yeah.
better.
it's I get no like Belgian off the nose. It's all like, yeah, there's like a little bit of like licorice spiciness, lots of prune, and like maybe like a little caramel sweetness on the end of the nose, but the flavor, super dry, lots of pepper. That's about it. It's like dry pepper.
But
Not that
that's
great.
sure it's not in coffee related.
What's that?
Old coffee turns into like strong pepper. I just
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
I mean, maybe it is.
Green pepper.
I mean,
Yeah.
Don't
No,
feel
this
like
is
you
like-
have to, you
Different.
have to waste your calories either. You know, like
this is like straight up black pepper, though.
you don't have to drink bad beer.
yeah,
That's true.
like that's for 19-year-olds. It's fine.
That's all right.
It's not, so I was thinking, like, what? Yeah, I think I would have brewed this close to 10 years ago. I've been here for 7 or 8 years.
You sure it's not like my first beer, like that like chocolate banana porter thing?
All right.
To be honest, I have absolutely no fucking idea what it is. It's
Just, because I'm out observing things here, which for our people in the chat here, who's the reddest from drinking alcohol from us pasty white
No,
folks?
I think my lighting is bad. Brandon,
I mean, my cheeks turn red as soon as I start drinking beer, and
I'm
I
I'm
do up here,
sunburnt.
but-
Jordan. Oh, I was gonna
I feel like
blame your
I'm fine
forehead
now.
for that, but I guess it might be something.
Yeah, no, like I pull this off, like I'm all
Yeah.
red,
Oh, jeez.
like, like all red.
we haven't
How-
even cracked any seltzers yet. So
I still have one left over from our last party. It's in this fridge.
I mean, shit, I could do my Pedialyte drink.
I mean,
It's-
tonight's about us, gentlemen. You know, it's a celebration of
I'm
our...
gonna get some real weird looks from my wife if I go upstairs and I'm like,
celebration.
the boys are calling. This is
Seltzer.
yeah.
Actually, this is the closest show probably to our third birthday. That's it. Change the name.
Man, we don't need a call-in number, man. Everybody that's in the comments is always welcome to.
Yeah, we'll send you a link.
You
Come
want a
on
link,
in.
Matt? I'll give you a link right now. You can
Come
join
join,
from your
drink
phone
with
or
us.
whatever. I know you're in
There you go.
Philly or whatever.
That's right.
but yeah, you can come drink.
Join us, pasty folks.
Get yourself some Pedialyte.
Oh, do it.
As we all, can I join from my phone? Yeah, it works.
Yep.
We've done it before. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna.
Are you driving?
Facebook message you.
You have to be
Yeah, as long
driving.
as you're
It's
not
not a
driving. I'm gonna Facebook message you a link. Hold on. Oh shit! Hold on, I almost sent that to the wrong Matt. That would have been really weird.
Would have been fun.
Yeah.
Send it to every Matt on your friends list.
Would have been fun if somebody would just join. One of these days, we should just throw it out there, and it should be like a Twitch thing though, and see who pops in.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Have we? So there used to be around the beginning of COVID. There was a 24-hour open Zoom meeting for Kalamazoo beer people.
Yeah, I
and you
remember
could
that.
like pop in, and like we would do it occasionally. And I don't remember what it was called.
Kalamazoo Bar.
Was it Kalamazoo Bar?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was really
Kalamazoo Bar.
fun. Like after every show, we would pop in.
Bring
there
it back.
and- yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not using my Zoom right now.
Do you have a paid for Zoom? I mean, I moderate the Kalamazoo subreddit. You know, I can pin it or something like that.
I'll just hang out there 24/7.
Yeah.
Kalamazoo Bar. For the people that kind of wish COVID was back,
who want to be kind of social,
but
But-
not really.
yeah, who feel like they can, just want a ninja whenever, and just click the leave button.
Yeah.
When an Irish goodbye is too much work. Just-
My best. That reminds me. Somebody was talking about Irish goodbyes the other day, and then Craig's in here. I at NHC pulled an Irish goodbye. I got fucking wasted. I don't even remember what bar we were at, and y'all were drinking. We were drinking in the Mashers. It was in Pittsburgh, and I fucking paid the tab and left. And that was fun.
Did he send his name to World's Okayest Mead?
he did.
So dark.
You're very dark. Turn on your interior light.
You know, you're joining good company, Matt, because we actually did a whole episode from her car once. So
Yeah, Gail. Yeah, I remember that.
You can go inside. You don't have to fucking stand outside the hotel. I don't know where you're at. You're muted.
oh, he's sitting in his car.
Oh, he's in his car. Okay.
Yeah.
Why aren't you inside? That's the better question.
Because I'm in my rental car. I just came home from dinner.
Wait, do you said you're at a hotel parking lot? Did you actually get a room, or you're just sleeping in the car?
Look, hotel, you either sleep in your car in the parking lot or go inside. Whatever. What's it matter?
See, I am. Actually, I should probably go in the lobby and get a beer from the bar.
There you go.
Well, if you're not drinking, you can't be on the show.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I went to Monk's Cafe. You guys know about that place?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I drank. Let's see. I started with a blind pig, and then I went with the Westval Double, and then I got a Orval, and then I think we finished on a Dre Fontaine Framboise.
Poor you. What a
I know.
terrible
Sounds
evening.
like a terrible lineup.
Well, I drank like Budweiser and what else did I have at the game? I had a bunch of like macro beers at the baseball game before all that. So
I was gonna say, what are you out doing? Why are you at a hotel?
well, I'm
The
out
wife
here
didn't
for
kick-
work. My office is actually based in Pennsylvania, north of Philadelphia,
Nice.
and they moved office buildings like 20 minutes away, and so we had to cut over this weekend. So I
Sweet.
worked 23 hours between Friday morning and Saturday morning when I finally went to sleep.
So you're
Jesus.
using a work trip to go drink.
Oh, that happens all the time. That's the only reason I accept these type of trips. Find the nearest craft beer or bar or whatever and go hang out.
I mean, I'm doing a work trip tomorrow, so I can make it to an MHF planning meeting. So
That's a good
And then
idea.
the week after, so you can drop off Celebrity Deathmatch beers.
yeah,
So appreciate you.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, I need to get with you guys anyways because I got I want to get a bunch of people's stuff together to take down to Indianapolis.
nice.
So I'm actually going to be going through there this weekend. So this weekend is my birthday weekend, and I have a friend that he wants to go down and do like the Jack Daniels tour. So we're gonna just head down through Indy, spend the night in Louisville, and then just do all that fun stuff. So
Make sure you pick up some Jack 10 and 12 bottles.
It's
Oh,
our
yeah.
birthday week too, Matt. So
yeah,
Happy
We're three.
pre-birthday.
It's whose birthday besides Matt?
Ours.
Is it?
Michigan Brews.
Oh,
it's everybody's
Close enough.
birthday. Maze has the best birthdays.
I guess we just did have an anniversary.
We did, yeah, because Charlie just turned 4, so this would be the 4th year.
It's 4th year. Fuck, we've been doing this a while. Okay.
Yeah.
Shannon says, "Happy birthday, Matt."
Woo!
Oh, and Craig. All the happy birthdays coming in.
Yeah.
When is your actual day? Using the
He's
hotel.
muted again.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, he's
Oh,
giving us
oh.
the sign. I gotta see what's up there. Oh, I was too quick.
You're muted, Matt.
You're muted. 750 for something.
Victory, 60-minute, and
Oh, $7.50.
Yards pale ale.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That's the hotel bar. You're still muted, buddy.
he's not. There it goes.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get 60-minute.
That's a good
60
choice
minute?
out of
Yeah,
those.
it's
I think that's what I would have went with.
All right.
So
if you need to stick us in your pocket or whatever for a second, it's fine.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna put you guys on mute. I'll be right
Yeah.
there.
Make sure you put us in the back pocket.
tell them they're all on Michigan's most famous for 69 famous beer podcast.
Just tell them you document your entire life and you need to document this purchase.
There you go. Ask them
Is
if they
this
want to
what
be
life would be
on.
like being like a
best
beer
podcast
influencer or
Michigan.
something?
Anyway,
Did I just make that up? Is that like a term? That's a term, right? Like there's brew tubers. Are there beer influencers?
yeah, we
I
are
mean,
now.
there should be. That's technically what we do.
No, nobody
Yes.
fucking listens to us.
I feel like that's a. I feel like that's the next banner for MHF.
Beer influencers.
Beer influencers.
Yeah, most of them
Shannon says
are
deliver your
females and on
influencer.
Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
If you give me $2 off your beer, I'll make sure that 4 people in Michigan know that I tried it.
Yep.
When when NHC comes back to this state in 50 years, maybe we'll stop by.
Craig says do it. Key says only beers, right? Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Only beers. Really into that.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Only cans.
I'll make it my sister site to only beards.
Only beers and only beers.
You own only beards?
Not yet. Hold on.
Oh,
I'm sure it's long gone.
I'm gonna check.
I'm afraid to load it.
I don't think
It's
we can do
loading.
that.
It's definitely owned, but it's a blank white page.
Ah,
Oh yeah, it's brokered right now. If you want to spend $2,000, you can buy it.
Let's see. Only beers
Oh.
would cost you.
Only cans is owned by a suppressor company.
Oh, that,
That's awesome.
okay.
You can get onlybeers.com for $119.
That's not bad.
that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
No.
I paid about $30, I think, once for jasonnist.com. So
Do we have to start taking seductive photos with our beers?
If you want to do onlybrewers.com, it's $11.99. That's not claimed.
aren't there
There we
like
go.
like fireman calendars that get released? Like
Oh my god, there are. Yes.
Valhalla in Kalamazoo here used to put out a yearly calendar with the Kalamazoo
Only
Beer
beards?
Club. Yeah,
I'm for it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
This show's gone somewhere special.
Oh,
I don't know. Some
I
of
should
those
shout this
guys go
out.
to the trivia, do the trivia circuits, and some of them are pretty full of themselves. I don't know. Those beardy folks.
I don't know how many of you guys know the name like Texas Longhouse Meadery or know
Sounds
like,
familiar.
Carlos, but he's like he's been like a mead maker for a long time. He's been like an established member of like a lot of mead communities, and God, you are so clacky. But
Sorry.
you're fine. Carlos Herrera. So he's been trying to open a meadery called Texas Longhouse Mead for like years now. Finally has a building. He's like moving into it. He has kegs. He has fermenters and all this stuff. He's running a Kickstarter right now, not necessarily because he needs the money, but just more because like it's another one of those things that helps get a place started. But this is one of those like guys that has been like in the home mead making community for a long time and has been like super helpful and super knowledgeable and like has given a lot to the community. He just started a Kickstarter. I want to shout it out because he's a cool dude, and I'm gonna put it in our chat. He has like a couple tiers of like things where like you can get like your name like basically like laminated on his bar and stuff like
Woo!
that. So
Oh, they don't even have it on tap.
you get
I
a
just
can.
grabbed the bottle so I could go up to my room.
Oh, nice.
Good for you.
But anyway, if you like mead and you're a supporter of homebrewers trying to make it go private or make it go not private, making it go pro, then he is he's good people, so
Deal.
well worth supporting. And he is shipping any of the backer like merchandise and stuff like that.
Ding.
So.
Ding! Yeah.
No, it's cool. You got to check them out.
So, who are you talking about?
Carlos.
Oh, down in Texas?
Yeah, he just started a Kickstarter today for like founding members, and it's just supporting him and stuff like that. So I figured I'd shout him out because he's good people, and it seems like he's very excited about getting his pro thing going on. And his little setup looks nice. Oh, that is that's a healthy pull there, Matt.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Did you get 2 or just 1?
I should have got 2. It was $850 a bottle. $8.50
How much?
A bottle. $8.50 a bottle.
Oh,
Hotel
Jesus.
pricing.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
But at least it tastes hoppy. Like it's not malty and old.
Just expensive, right?
That's exactly the thing. Use the company card for that.
We'll cut the podcast, before this part, right? Yeah. Oh, Brandon says he booted himself out. I was wondering why he wasn't in. Hey, what's up, man?
I loaded that Kickstarter website, like, unfortunately, on this exact page.
You kicked yourself off.
Yep, I sure did.
I wish that Michigan wasn't so shitty about like getting like wine products like shipped into the state, and I think maybe beer and stuff too. But like
spirits are worse.
We're one of the few states where it's just so hard to get shit shipped into the state like legally.
Yeah,
it pisses me off because like honestly, and Brandon, you were there. We were having this talk the other day. Like Northern Indiana is fucking killing it with breweries right now.
Yeah,
like
and for buying bourbon as well, or
really
whiskey. Yeah,
like Southwest Michigan, Northern Indiana have some amazing beer and apparently spirits going on.
And
right
mead.
Now,
yeah,
and mead apparently. Yeah. It just
Sugar Belt was this weekend.
Yeah, I saw you.
I was kind of mad I didn't get to go to that because I had to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a huge festival. There's a lot of good meat makers that come into town for that.
Yeah, Mark and Andrew had a good time there. Yeah.
Yeah. We had a few friends that popped in there and brought some stuff back home, and
Nice.
we were gonna have a little bit of a bigger share, but they decided to day trip it. So the guy that got the short straw to drive decided to go
You
home.
had to be the good one.
Yeah, he was
Lots of
beat.
water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
About to finish off my brown ale here.
Uh-oh.
I like your title, Jordan.
I mean, yeah, because it's true.
Did you guys figure out dates for mead and cider judging for?
No, and I
Still working
know
on
that
that?
that's really terrible on us right now. So I think within the next week, we probably need to figure that out because we've been really putting it off. So, my guess is that it might even be before the beer judging.
Yeah, I mean,
Definitely got to figure that out then.
come
Yeah.
down a couple of days in that week.
Or are you
I'm
talking about
curious
mead
here.
cider?
Yeah.
mead cider.
Yeah.
We're right now. Our entries for mead cider are only floating around 40ish, I think.
Mm.
So
So I just put in 2.
Yeah, 1, it'll be an easy judging, but 2, if anybody's listening and wants to enter a mead or a cider, we're not holding back on medals. Our goal is to give away all the medals that we can.
Yeah.
So mead cider right now is pretty. It's looking easier, for medaling than beer is.
So if you look at last
So
year,
we're not combining tables as much as we can.
specialty cider last year was our largest category, and this year,
Oh,
you know,
that's because what was it happened? The Mashers did something. They did a group cider thing, and so they all had ciders that they wanted to enter.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
why all those specialty ciders came on, because everybody was doing like a fruit cider or a spice cider or a wood cider. They all had like a cider buy or something. And
I mean, it doesn't matter. We'll take whatever, but yeah, there's definitely far less. So last year there were, between mead and cider, there were about 90 entries, or a little over 90 entries, and this year so far we're taking 40.
Gonna have to go
we had
check
no-
my cider keg and see what the quantity feels like in there.
We had no smoked beers last year.
No smoked beers, really?
Not a single smoked beer.
That means,
Wow.
what's the registration look like so far this year? Is it?
I have
Well,
not checked it.
That's
I'm
insider
trying not to.
information.
Yeah, I'm really. We're trying really not to look at those names or stats or anything because I want to judge. So I really don't want to know anything about anybody's entries.
I'm the official coordinator, so I'm not judging, but I'll admit, last year I think it was our first year where Brian and I were really in charge by ourselves, and I feel like last year I was looking every day, and this year I've looked once. So it is what it is. It's going to happen.
It was really exciting last year. We really wanted to,
I know.
get a feel on what people were doing and stuff. And this year it's we know what's going on. It's fine.
Last year we topped out, I think, at 464 entries, in which I would like to.
Surpass.
I'd like to get close to that, if not surpass it. So I mean, we're the comp says it's up to 500. Would love to sell out, absolutely.
We had 20 to 30 out of state entries last
True.
So,
but yeah, I mean, we made metal improvements. The metals this year are thicker, and
Longer and uncut.
the ribbon is.
Sorry. I got lost.
What are you looking at, Brandon?
You ordered them today, right, Jason?
I did. I ordered the metals, dropped a fat G. So go sign up so we can afford them. But But no, I mean, we're working on. We've got prizes this year. We haven't had prizes at Beer Cup in a few years. We've had a lot of amazing donors, and there's going to be
Bronze and silver. We wanted to have prizes this year because it was gold only last year.
bronze and silver will have a chance at something at least.
I'm paying for my 5 entries right now because I'm relying on help brewing at least 2 things.
Yeah,
Fantastic. We got you.
yeah. 100%. Hi, Lori.
Lori?
Congratulations on your Siciliano's DOS.
Yes, you got a best in show.
Kicking ass with
Hey, congrats.
the
And
Belgians.
speaking of Beer Cup, Lori is my master admin extraordinaire. So really appreciate all her help. But yeah, if you're listening, push Beer Cup, get it out there. And if you know anybody that owns a brewery, then have them give us some money. Sweet.
I like money.
Yeah. And then I am going to the first official MHF planning session, so Homebrew Fest planning session tomorrow, where we're going to start planning the theme and the not that there really is a theme, but the kind of the special je ne sais quoi that is going to be Beer Fest this year. So we're looking forward to that as well. It's going to be third week in August, just like always. If you're in Michigan, you're listening to the show, and you haven't ever come to Beer Fest, then you absolutely should.
Definitely should.
Yes.
Brandon, thank you for your money.
You're welcome.
Just came in.
Send it over.
Matt, Lori sends her congrats back at Glint Cap for you.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Yeah. And we talked about you too before you even joined the show tonight, I think maybe. But yeah, congratulations again, sir.
What'd you get at Glint Cap?
Getting a medal and placing.
So I mean, it's placing is one thing, but like the best in class is something I've not been able to break through on the past few years, and I finally did it this year twice.
That's what it's called, best in class.
You got best in class at Glint Cap. That's fucking great. Congrats.
I took
What'd you get
gold.
it with?
I got a gold with my Amberana Wood cider. So I think that's Husted's juice.
Damn it, you bastard! That was
wood.
my goal, was to make a cider with that.
Yeah, I did that. Well, here's the kicker. I had made a cider specifically for that, and it wouldn't effing clear. I don't know why. It just wouldn't clear, and I was frustrated. So I went to my carboys of cider that was sitting in the corner, and I decided, well, screw it. I'm gonna take a gallon. I have one of those little mini kegs, the short ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a gallon and a half. So I filled that with a gallon of juice and then put a spiral of Amberana in there and just let it sit a week and pressurize it because I wanted to be carbonated, and pulled it off, bottled a couple of them up and set them in. And one gold.
It's so good.
This is
awesome.
This is my I wanted to, but I was planning on moving before shit happened with my job, but my first year not being in Glint Cap for a while. But congrats, man. That's
Thank
awesome.
That's awesome.
The other one was the French cider I did that I got the juice from Uncle John's, the bittersweet juice. That one took took second place. It fell underneath, I think, the traditional category. So
yeah.
Okay.
So for your best in class, though, did you get one of those big trophies? I mean, I think they're all traveling trophies, but
I think the big wooden ones are the I think those are like the cider maker of the year type of thing. Like the best and best. The guy in Ann Arbor got that. I forget his name. I don't know if you guys know.
saw
Jeff.
Jeff Carlson.
No,
it wasn't Jeff.
There was a guy in Ann Arbor. It was
Yeah.
Andrew something, I think.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Yeah. But he won best of show, so I think he gets one of those wood cups.
Patrick McCauley.
Yeah, that's it, Patrick. Yep.
Oh,
when we were there last year and helped with the stewarding, I thought they had like 20 different trophies that they gave out. They had all they had a glass one that was for ice ciders and.
Well, last year I had an ice cider that won gold, but not best of class.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
I did enter ice cider this year, and I think it just probably did the same thing. I think it wasn't enough to make best in class, but I'm sure it probably entered gold.
Nice.
Right on. But yeah, that's super fun. Cool.
Yeah, thanks. I did some beer stuff this weekend. I had in comp. I entered that Battle of the Alamo, and my highest score was a Russian Imperial Stout. I think I got a 37 on.
Mm.
But those Texas boys, man, they know how to brew beer.
Oh my
They are
god.
beast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because for the
it's
longest
tough to
time they
compete
couldn't
down
have
there.
breweries, so
So they just
Yeah.
they
made.
figured out how to do it themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. So those guys know how to brew. So
I
any
wanna.
Texas comps are always really hard.
They're hard. I want a blue bonnet like Stein one of these days so bad, but it's such a hard.
It's a battle, man.
All right. Well, I have to bounce. I have to get up early in the morning and go to work across the state, and I haven't packed yet. So I appreciate you guys hanging out, but feel free to party on. But yeah,
Party
thanks for
on,
joining us, Matt and
Jason.
Brandon.
All right, dude.
Party on, Wayne.
Yeah, we'll work on wrapping up or whatever. But
Yeah, we'll
catch
wrap
you
up
later, Jason.
soon. I gotta head down here soon also. But
Right
you know,
Feel free to bounce. We'll catch
That's
you
what I
soon.
got
man.
left.
Take it easy, guys.
See
Take
ya.
care.
Good night, Jason.
Yeah, I got a little bit of beer left.
Yeah.
yeah, I got. So I started
Oh.
mixing whatever the hell this is with some lemon lime seltzer.
Okay.
Tastes like a margarita.
There you
It's
go.
Great.
Shit, I want a Mazer cup with a margarita mead. The thing, margarita is delicious.
How did you make that? Like with mix or like did you like add
So-
salt into it too or like?
I used margarita mix,
Okay,
and I used orange blossom honey, and then
that's good.
I fermented. I didn't from I added like the fruit in secondary, so I did strawberry margarita, and then let's see, and then I think I finished it with some tequila soaked cubes. So didn't really add any salt,
Mm.
but it had that lime and hint of tequila note, so it was pretty good.
I'll give the sort of heads up, I guess. Speaking of like adding just like mix to mead, but I bought some of the SodaStream Mountain Dew mix. So I think I'm gonna make like a 7% like hydromel, stabilize it, and then
And then
like
flavor it.
yeah, I'm gonna back sweeten
There
with
you
a
go.
bunch of Mountain Dew like concentrate.
Are you bringing that? Are you gonna bring some of that to MHF?
It's coming to MHF. It's gonna be
'Cause
on
I
tap. at
already
Keepers,
want some.
Yeah.
Well, I got in my basement right now experimental 1 gallon batches of root beer mead
Oh,
and
awesome.
mango Mountain Dew mead.
Oh man, that sounds good. Okay,
I-
awesome.
I love mango and Mountain Dew. Oh,
Yeah, so if they turn out good, I'll just bring them to share for fun.
oh, please do.
Your limoncello last year was amazing.
Dude, I got that lemon mead I got going. I tweaked it some more. It's getting better and better. I put it on that lemon zest that I got.
Yeah.
Holy smokes! It like brightened it super, like really positive. Not like pledge brighten, but like limoncello bright. No, it's really good. I just
What
need to add
lemons
some
did
vanilla.
you use?
It's those ones I told you about from San Diego.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, those limoncello lemons.
Did you order more this year?
I
then?
need to. It's about
Okay.
the end of the season. I need to reach out to the lady, see if I can get a box. I just zest them and freeze them.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, just you can zest and then just air pack them or whatever, and then freeze them in your fridge. And then whenever you need the zest, you can just pull it out and use it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that one's going. Yeah, that one I'm really happy with. So
Good shit.
Awesome.
Well, guys, I'm good
getting the end of the night.
to wrap up too. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Matt, I appreciate you.
Thanks for letting me
hopping
join.
on. Of course, dude.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on, man.
I'm just sitting in my car listening to you guys and chatting away, and I'm like,
The
"Get a
invite's
phone number I
always
could just
open.
call in and yap."
No, the invite's always open, and like
Yeah.
I honestly wish more people would ask because like these are more fun the more people that we have to talk, like always. And that was always my intention with the show, is to like just have people on and hang and talk. So I appreciate it.
Right on.
All right,
Get
oh my god,
Eastsiders on here. Have Lori or
I
that'd
thought
be
Brandon
fun.
was doing a beer chug.
This is lemonade. This is lemonade. Okay.
You know, it's really getting off the hook when they start like popping cans and getting the key out.
I'm pretty measured about my alcohol intake. I've reached my limit.
That's good. Good.
Well, we'll work on scheduling another one of these shows sometime soon. I don't remember when our water episode was. I don't remember if that was in May or not. We're still trying to work on 2 a month and 24 a year, but we'll see. But we'll have something more maybe structured for the next one, and I appreciate all y'all being here, and whoever's still listening, thank you for being here too. So catch y'all on a couple Mondays probably.
Take care, guys.
Night.
Bye, guys.
Yep. See you soon.